My first guest in Gordon Street tonight fled Vietnam with his family when he was 2, settled in Sydney and has since gone on to become one of Australia's favourite comedians. He's just released his first book called The Happiest Refugee. Please welcome Anh Do. And listen, Anh, it's a very special night tonight. You're the first person to christen on set the Wheel of Fortune.
Beautiful.
Nice. Would you,
Top dollar.
Oh, yeah. Top dollar. Would you like a sandwich there, Anh? Here you go. Bring it round.
Yeah, you cheated a bit there for me, but thank you, Adam.
No, pleasure.
I've always wanted to come on a show and have a ham sanger.
Really? You've clearly never been on the ABC before. Listen, the book's amazing. The book's beautiful. And I didn't realise that at age 2, your family escaped from Vietnam, basically, and spent 5 days at sea, and then made it to Australia. And yet, every time I see you, you always got the biggest smile on your face. Did that experience just give you a positive attitude?
Yeah, Mum and Dad taught us just to be grateful for everything. In fact, they used the boat trip and use that and tell us, you know what, we could have been dead, you know. So now that we're alive, make it worth something, kids.
Wow, right.
Yeah.
So there was an amazing moment in that too when you were found. I mean, after how many days was it that you were actually picked up?
Yeah, we're at sea for 5 days. You know, 2 pirate attacks at one stage. A pirate dangles a kid over the side of the boat, threatens to throw the kid into the ocean.
Yeah.
And at the last minute spares his life and throws him back in, lets him live, and that's a good thing because that kid is my little brother Do.
Right.
Who grew up to become the 2005 Young Australian of the Year. Yeah, for his work with street kids.
Yeah. So after 5 days at sea, pirates, storms and the like, you were then picked up by a German ship.
Yeah, a German ship rocked up and rescued us, Anna. And, you know, to this day, my mum and dad love Germans. Mum goes for Germany in the Olympics. Run faster, Wolfgang! She's got a recipe for sweet and sour schnitzel. That's not even a joke. It's really delicious.
And now the German ship used a special trick to get you on board.
Yeah, it wasn't a trick. Basically, they threw my dad an axe and said, look, well, he spoke German, so we don't really know what he said.
Right.
But basically, my father figured out that he had to smash the boat, and the captain couldn't save us unless our boat was sinking. So my father put a hole in the boat, then he started taking everyone up, all 40 of us.
So there was amazing generosity that came from the Germans at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I was really impressed with was when you got to Australia.
Yeah.
The way you guys were treated when you got, you were really welcome to Australia with open arms, weren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Australia, as soon as we arrived, Mum and Dad said, what a great country. You know the first thing that happened? Some nuns from St. Vinny's came and gave our family a big bag of clothes. And somewhere in the translation, it got mixed up so that half the clothes were for a little boy and half were for a little girl. Mum's got 2 boys. But she's been through starvation and war. She's not going to give the clothes back at him. This is what she does. Have a look at this picture of me and my brother. My uncle says, he looks like a little boy in a girl's dress. Mum said, don't worry, I'll fix that. She grew his hair longer. That's him on the left.
And that little boy became the Young Australian of the Year.
Yeah.
And also what was great was that, so your parents did instill in you this attitude of, you know, make the most out of Australia.
Well, the reason why we had to leave Vietnam is because my uncles fought alongside Aussie soldiers in the Vietnam War.
Right.
One of my uncles was a sapper who cleared landmines for American and Aussie soldiers. That's what a sapper does.
Yeah, yeah.